There is a moment in every woman's recovery when silence becomes louder than anything else. It's the sound of the house when everyone has gone to sleep, and you lie there staring at the ceiling, feeling the tight pull of the scar, the heaviness in your chest, the strange new rhythm of your body. You tell yourself you're fine, you survived, you're strong. But deep inside, a quiet voice asks, will it come back? Am I really doing everything I can to protect myself? That voice never fully disappears, does it? It just hides behind the daily routine, behind the pills, the doctor visits, the smiles you give when people say how brave you are. And yet, late at night, it returns, whispering that you want to do more. You want to give your body every possible chance to stay well. That's how it begins, with a simple desire to understand what helps and what harms. You start reading, searching, listening to advice, and suddenly you're flooded with information. Some say eat this, others say avoid that. One day something is good, the next day it's dangerous, and you end up more confused than before. I've seen this happen so many times, and I've heard the same question asked over and over again, in different words but with the same pain behind it. What can I do with what I already have to help my body heal naturally? The answer, sometimes, is so simple that it sounds unbelievable. The truth is that nature already offers quiet help in the most ordinary places, on your kitchen table, in your fruit bowl, at the corner market where you walk past without thinking. Doctors are starting to look at these ordinary fruits with new eyes, and many have been surprised by what they're finding. Not miracles, not magic, but powerful support for the body's natural defenses. Small, accessible, and real. That's what this video is about. 7 fruits that carry hidden strength against inflammation, stress, and fatigue, helping the body recover and protect itself after breast cancer. 7 fruits that could change the way you see food forever. But before we talk about all 7, let's take this one step at a time, because understanding how they work and why makes all the difference. Today, we'll begin with just 2 of them. 2 quiet allies that have been helping women long before anyone studied their effects. 2 fruits you probably already know, but maybe never truly noticed. The first one is the blueberry. Such a small fruit, almost too easy to ignore. But inside that deep blue color, nature has hidden a kind of calm energy. When your body goes through treatment, your cells work like soldiers after a long war. They're tired, sensitive, sometimes confused about how to repair themselves. Blueberries give them the tools to start rebuilding. They are filled with natural color pigments, those same colors that stain your fingers when you eat them, that protect your cells from further damage and help your body handle inflammation. Think of them as little bodyguards traveling through your system, reminding each cell that it's safe to rest, to recover, to grow strong again. They don't do it overnight, but with consistency. A small handful in the morning, maybe mixed with yogurt or oatmeal, can send your body a quiet message. I'm taking care of you. Some women notice something else when they start including blueberries in their routine. Their digestion improves, their skin feels brighter, and their sleep becomes deeper. It's not because of anything magical. It's because the body starts feeling less inflamed. And when inflammation goes down, the body finally gets to use its energy for healing, not for fighting. That's the hidden beauty of this fruit. It doesn't shout its power. It whispers it gently into your cells. Now, I want to stop for a moment and ask you something. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right? Taking your medicine, eating, carefully, trying to rest, and still, your body feels tired and uncooperative? If you've ever felt that way, write in the comments. I feel this too, because when you share that, another woman somewhere in the world will read your words and realize she's not alone. And sometimes, that connection is the first real step toward healing, knowing that someone else understands your tired heart. Let's move to the second fruit, the papaya. Gentle, sweet, easy to digest, and often overlooked. Papaya is like that quiet friend who never talks much but always knows how to help. When your stomach feels heavy after treatments, or when you can't eat much because of nausea, Papaya steps in to calm things down. It has natural enzymes that help your body digest food without forcing it. And that's a big deal, because when digestion works smoothly, your body spends less energy struggling and more energy repairing. The same enzymes that soften the papaya's texture also help your liver process what you eat, making it easier to eliminate what your body no longer needs. Papaya also contains gentle anti-inflammatory properties that work quietly across your system. For many women, it becomes a morning or evening comfort food, something light that soothes instead of challenges. You can eat it plain, blended with a little water, or with a few drops of lemon. What matters most is how you feel when you eat it. Calm, peaceful, safe. That feeling itself is part of recovery. Healing isn't only about nutrients. It's about emotions too. When you sit down and eat something that feels good to your body, your nervous system relaxes, your heartbeat slows, your mind stops racing for a moment, and that pause, that breath of calm, helps your immune system function better than any complicated diet ever could. I've met many people who underestimated papaya because it seemed too ordinary. But ordinary doesn't mean weak. The body doesn't need exotic fruits or rare powders. It needs kindness, rest, hydration, and foods that it can use easily. Papaya gives all of that. It's a comfort food that doesn't harm, a fruit that loves your stomach and gives your body gentle relief. When you think about these first two fruits, blueberries and papaya, notice how they reflect two sides of healing. Blueberries protect and strengthen your cells, while papaya soothes and helps you digest what life has thrown at you. One works on defense, the other on comfort. Together, they represent the balance your body needs after everything it's been through, to protect what's inside and calm what's outside. If this message brings you a bit of clarity or hope, take a second to like this video. Not because it's just a habit, but because it helps this message reach other women who are looking for something simple and true in the middle of their recovery. Sometimes one click sends light where it's needed most. There's something deeply emotional about realizing that healing doesn't have to be complicated. The body doesn't respond to pressure. It responds to care. And nature seems to know that better than anyone. That's why fruits like blueberries and papaya carry such quiet strength. They don't scream for attention. They simply do their job inside you, balancing, cleaning, calming, and rebuilding, day after day, as long as you give them the chance. Doctors are still learning how much these natural foods can do. Many are surprised when they see how people who keep a colorful diet full of natural fruits tend to recover better, handle fatigue more gently, and show stronger immune function. It's not about eating perfect. It's about adding what helps and removing what harms. And these fruits help, softly, safely, and without side effects. Maybe right now you're sitting with a cup of tea, tired but still searching for answers. Maybe your body aches, or your sleep is restless. Let me tell you, something from the heart. Healing takes time, but it also takes trust. You can trust these small, natural gifts. You can trust your body to recognize what's good for it. You can trust that even the smallest act, like eating a fruit with awareness, matters more than you imagine. And this is only the beginning. There are still 5 more fruits waiting for you in the next parts, each one with its own quiet story and power. One supports your heart, another balances your hormones, one helps your skin heal faster, and another strengthens your immune system in ways most people don't know. Each of them has a role in helping you live stronger, longer, and with more confidence. You'll see that together, they create a simple but powerful plan that you can start today, from your own kitchen, without stress, without fear. If this video made sense to you, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Here, you are never alone. Every week, we share real explanations and caring, advice to help you feel safer and calmer through this journey. Subscribe, and let's keep walking together with hope and truth, because no matter how hard the day feels, your body hasn't stopped trying to heal. These fruits, simple and humble, are proof that nature still stands by your side, quietly whispering, "You are not broken, you are rebuilding, one small step at a time, Every recovery has moments when you think you're getting better, and then suddenly the tiredness returns, the appetite disappears, and hope feels small again. Some mornings you wake up and look at the mirror, trying to convince yourself that you still recognize the person looking back. The scars are healing, but your energy still hides somewhere far away. You eat carefully, you rest, you try to stay positive, yet your body feels slow to respond. That's when frustration quietly takes over. You start to wonder if healing will ever feel complete. What many women don't realize is that the body sometimes needs a little reminder, not just from medicine or rest, but from food that brings it back to life. Real, colorful food that speaks to the body in a language it understands. That's where our next two fruits come in. They're not just healthy choices. They're gentle forces that work deep inside you, helping the body rebuild what stress, treatment, and fatigue have worn down. The third and fourth fruits on our journey are the apple and the pineapple. Two names that sound simple, maybe even too simple to matter, yet both hold the kind of natural wisdom your body needs most right now. Let's begin with the apple, the fruit everyone knows but few truly appreciate. You've probably heard the saying, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away," but few people understand why it's been said for centuries. Apples are full of natural fibers that clean your body from the inside, not in a harsh or extreme way, but gently, like a soft broom that sweeps away what's no longer useful. Those fibers feed the good bacteria in your gut, the ones that control your immune system, your mood, and even your energy levels. When that inner balance is strong, your body becomes more resilient. After breast cancer treatments, your system can feel off balance. Constipation, bloating, or discomfort can make you feel heavy, irritated, and anxious. Apples help bring your digestion back to harmony, one bite at a time. What's even more beautiful is that apples contain special plant elements found mostly in their skin. These quiet protectors help your cells communicate better, calm inflammation, and support your liver's natural cleaning work. Think of your liver as your body's filter. During treatments, that filter works overtime, breaking down medications and toxins. Giving it a hand through simple fruits like apples makes a real difference. It's one of those small changes that seem too ordinary, but end up transforming how you feel. That's why eating an apple every day, especially with the skin, can help your body detox gently while staying nourished. But there's something else about apples that goes beyond the physical. It's the emotion they carry. They remind you of childhood, of simpler times, of comfort. There's something healing in that memory itself. Many women in recovery say that food no longer tastes the same, but when they bite into a crisp apple, for a moment, they feel normal again. That sense of normality, that moment of peace, is part of healing too, because your body listens not only to nutrients, but to emotions. The calmer you are while eating, the more your body absorbs what it needs. Now let's move to the fourth fruit, one that tastes like sunshine and carries hope in every piece, the pineapple. This fruit is one of nature's greatest gifts to those in recovery. Behind its sweetness, pineapple holds a natural enzyme that helps the body reduce swelling and repair tissues. That's especially important after surgery or radiation, when your body is still trying to rebuild itself. Many women notice that their arms or chest feel tight, swollen, or tender long after the incisions have healed. Pineapple works quietly to ease that tension from within, helping your body drain excess fluid naturally and making movement feel lighter again. Beyond that, pineapple has a calming effect on the digestive system. Treatments can leave your stomach sensitive, and this fruit helps break down food in a way that feels comfortable. It's also full of hydration, something most people forget when recovering. Dehydration can increase fatigue, slow down healing, and even make your skin feel painful or itchy. A few pieces of fresh pineapple a day can help your body regain that internal flow, the soft rhythm that tells every organ, we're working together again. There's another layer to this fruit that I've seen change lives. It brings joy, its color, its scent, even the sound it makes when you slice it open. They all speak to the senses. And when you bring joy into your routine, healing becomes easier. Pineapple reminds your body that pleasure and recovery can coexist. that you can still taste sweetness in life, even after everything you've lost. But there's a silent mistake many people make when they try to eat healthier. They start cutting too much. They remove sugar, fruits, and even entire food groups out of fear. I've seen women come to me saying they stopped eating fruits completely because they were told natural sugar could make things worse. And that breaks my heart, because they end up punishing their bodies when they actually need nourishment. The sugar in whole fruits doesn't harm your body. It helps it function. It comes wrapped in water, fiber, and vitamins that slow down how it's absorbed, making it safe and useful. It's processed sugar, the one added to snacks, sodas, and packaged foods, that overloads your system. Nature made fruit the right way already. You don't need to fear it. You just need to eat it with balance and intention. If you've ever felt confused about what's right or wrong to eat after cancer, write in the comments. I feel lost sometimes, because so many women do. And your comment might help someone else breathe easier tonight, knowing that she's not alone in this search for clarity. When I think about the combination of apple and pineapple, I see two friends working together for your body. One cleans from the inside, the other repairs and soothes. Apple keeps your gut balanced, helps detoxify and protects your cells. Pineapple calms inflammation, helps with swelling, and refreshes your energy. They form a simple, gentle partnership, one that gives your body exactly what it needs without stress or fear. You can start your day with an apple, finish your lunch with a few slices of pineapple, and notice how your digestion, mood, and sleep slowly begin to improve. The truth is, healing doesn't come from doing everything perfectly. It comes from doing small things consistently with love. Eating fruits is one of those things. It's not about following a diet. It's about creating rituals of care. When you peel a pineapple, when you slice an apple, you are doing something deeply symbolic. You're saying to your body, I believe in you. That belief becomes energy. That energy becomes recovery, and something even more. Beautiful happens when you choose these natural foods. You start to feel connected to life again. You smell, you taste, you touch, and through those senses, you come back to yourself. That's what many people forget. Healing isn't just physical. It's sensory, emotional, spiritual, and food, especially fruits, have the power to awaken all of that. So next time you're at the grocery store, look at the apples and pineapples not as just groceries, but as allies. Each color, each flavor, each scent is part of nature's message to you. A message that says, you're still healing, you're still growing, keep going. These fruits don't replace your treatment or your medicine. They complete it. They give your body the natural tools it needs to respond better to everything else you're doing. That's why even some doctors, once skeptical, now admit that simple nutrition plays a deeper role than they once believed. They've seen it. Women who eat fresh, colorful foods tend to recover faster, feel less depressed, and handle treatment side effects more gently. If this explanation helps you feel more confident about what to eat, consider liking and sharing this video. It's a small action that can bring comfort to another woman who's sitting right now in her kitchen, unsure of what to put on her plate. Maybe your share will be the sign she was waiting for. And if you haven't yet, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Here, we walk together through this journey. We talk about real things: fatigue, food, fear, hope. Everything doctors don't always have time to explain. Every week, you'll find calm, truth, and care here. Subscribe and be part of this community that believes healing happens one small choice at a time. Because at the end of the day, your body doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for patience. It asks for care. And sometimes, that care comes in the simplest form, like the crunch of an apple or the sweetness of a piece of pineapple melting in your mouth. These moments, small as they seem, tell your body something powerful. You are safe, you are supported, and you are still healing. And as we continue this journey, there are 3 more fruits waiting to be revealed, each with its own secret power, each ready to help your body in a way you might not expect. One of them even protects your heart and balances your hormones naturally. But that's something we'll explore in the next part. For now, breathe, rest, and remember this: You're already doing better than you think. Your body is listening. Your heart is healing. And nature, through these simple fruits, is still on your side. There are days during recovery when you wake up and feel like the sun forgot to rise for you. Your body moves, but your spirit feels heavy. You try to smile, but even that feels like work. Maybe your hair is still growing back, your skin feels dry, or your reflection looks like a stranger. And deep down, you ask yourself, when will I feel like me again? Healing isn't only about the scars on your body, it's about the ones you can't see, the ones inside your heart. That's where the next two fruits we'll talk about come in. They carry the kind of energy and balance that don't just feed your body, but also help you reconnect with life itself. The fifth and sixth fruits in our journey are orange and pomegranate, two bright gifts from nature that seem to hold the warmth of the sun inside them. Let's start with the orange. There's something about its color that feels like hope. That bright living orange can lift your mood before you even taste it. And the scent, it wakes something peaceful inside your chest. It's almost impossible to peel an orange and stay sad. But what this fruit does goes far beyond how it looks or smells. During and after cancer treatments, your immune system often feels like it's running out of batteries. You get tired easily, catch colds faster, or feel drained even after doing simple things. Oranges give your immune system what it needs to rise again. Everyone knows oranges have vitamin C, but few people understand what that really means in real life. Vitamin C helps your body make collagen, the natural glue that keeps your skin and tissues strong. That's why eating oranges regularly helps your skin heal faster, reduces dryness from radiotherapy, and even softens scars over time. It also helps your body absorb iron from other foods, keeping your blood healthy and your energy more stable throughout the day. But beyond all the science, the orange brings a kind of emotional refreshment too. It tells your body, wake up, breathe, it's a new day. Something many women discover during recovery is how much emotions affect energy. When you're anxious, sad, or afraid, your body tightens up. Blood flow slows down. Oxygen doesn't travel as freely. That's why foods rich in natural color and aroma, like oranges, help more than we imagine. They don't just give nutrients, they open up your senses again. The simple act of peeling an orange and smelling that fresh citrus scent can calm your nervous system. It's a small daily ritual that says, I'm still alive, I'm still healing, and I still deserve good things. Try eating an orange in the morning before you rush into the day. Sit quietly, take your time, and taste it slowly. You'll feel how your body reacts. Lighter, cleaner, and more awake. Some people like to drink juice, but eating the whole fruit is even better because the fiber helps balance sugar and keeps your digestion calm. It's also a beautiful way to hydrate naturally. And hydration, though it sounds so basic, is one of the keys to healing faster and sleeping better. Now, let's move to the next fruit, the pomegranate. It looks mysterious, like a treasure hidden behind a hard shell. You have to work a little to get to its seeds, but that effort is worth it. Each small red seed holds a drop of powerful life. Pomegranate is one of the oldest fruits known to humans, and for centuries it's been seen as a symbol of strength and renewal. It's no surprise that modern doctors have started paying attention to it again, especially for women recovering from breast cancer. One of the most beautiful things about pomegranate is how it helps balance hormones naturally. After treatment, many women struggle with hormonal changes that cause mood swings, hot flashes, or insomnia. Pomegranate helps the body find a calmer rhythm, supporting hormone regulation without the need for anything extreme. It also protects the heart, something that becomes even more important after certain treatments that can affect circulation or blood pressure. Eating this fruit regularly can help your blood flow more easily, keeping your energy stable and your mind clearer. Another quiet power of pomegranate is how it works on your emotions. There's something meditative about breaking it open, seeing all those shining ruby seeds, and slowly eating them one by one. It's like the fruit itself teaches patience. And patience is one of the hardest lessons of recovery. You can't rush healing. You can only support it. Each small choice, each small act of care, becomes a way of saying to yourself, I haven't given up. But there's something else about this fruit that deserves attention. It's the way it supports your skin and hair from the inside. Pomegranate helps your body produce natural oils that keep your skin soft and resilient. Many women notice that after months of dryness, their glow starts to return. It's not vanity, it's healing. Looking in the mirror and recognizing yourself again is a powerful part of getting better. The sparkle in your eyes, the tone in your skin, they remind you that life is coming back. That's what pomegranate does quietly, day by day. Now, let me ask you something important. Have you been avoiding certain fruits or foods because you're scared they might be bad for you? Maybe you've read so many things online that you're not sure what's safe anymore. If that sounds like you, write in the comments, "I feel unsure," because you're not alone. Thousands of women feel that same confusion, and when you share it, you help others realize it's okay to ask, to learn, and to start again. Your comment might give another woman the courage to add color back to her plate and to her life. There's also something practical I want you to remember about pomegranate and orange. They work beautifully together. Oranges bring hydration and collagen. Pomegranates bring balance and protection. One energizes you in the morning, the other helps you wind down at night. You can drink pomegranate juice in the afternoon, add orange slices to your breakfast, or mix both into a fruit salad that looks like sunlight and ruby blended together. Eating them together helps your body receive both energy and calm, the two things recovery often takes away. And if you think this explanation might help someone you know, take a second to like and share this video. You might think it's just a small click, but that small click tells YouTube to show this message to another woman sitting quietly somewhere, wondering if she'll ever feel normal again. You can be the reason she finds hope today. What's also important to understand is how these fruits affect your emotional rhythm. Orange lifts your energy when you feel low. Pomegranate grounds you when you feel restless. One wakes you up, the other helps you settle down. This balance between energy and peace is what your body is constantly trying to find after cancer. And these fruits, in their own way, support that process. You don't have to do anything complicated. Just listen to your body. If you wake up tired, choose orange. If your mind feels anxious in the evening, eat a few pomegranate seeds. Your body will tell you what it needs if you give it the chance. Some women tell me they used to skip breakfast during treatment because nothing tasted good. But after starting their mornings with fresh oranges, they began to crave real food again. Others said they used to feel drained in the afternoons until they added pomegranate juice as a gentle ritual. None of them were following strict diets or chasing trends. They were simply learning how to feed their bodies with love. Again, that's what this whole journey is about, turning food into care, not control. And there's one more secret these two fruits share. They help your mind rest. Vitamin C and natural antioxidants support your nervous system, helping reduce the constant tension that comes from living in fear of recurrence. When your body feels safe, your mind follows. That's why women who start eating these fruits regularly often say they sleep better, cry less, and feel more grounded. The body and mind heal together, or not at all. So as you move forward, try to see your meals not as tasks, but as moments of connection. Every color on your plate has meaning. Every choice you make tells your body something. When you choose orange or pomegranate, you're saying, "I'm choosing light, I'm choosing balance." And that choice is stronger than you think. If this message speaks to your heart, take a moment to subscribe to this channel. Here, we walk with you week by week, offering simple, truthful explanations that help you understand your body, reduce your fears, and find hope in everyday things. Subscribe and join this community of women who believe in healing through truth, care, and love. Because at the end of the day, recovery is not about getting your old self back. It's about becoming someone new, softer, wiser, and more grateful for the small things that make life beautiful again. And as you peel that orange or scoop out those pomegranate seeds, remember that you are not just eating fruit. You are feeding your courage, your calm, and your confidence that brighter days are still ahead. And we're not done yet. There's one last fruit left, one that holds a secret many doctors are still learning about. A fruit that quietly protects your cells, supports your blood flow, and strengthens your heart's resilience. In the next part, we'll explore that final piece of this healing journey. You won't want to miss it. For now, take a deep breath, thank your body for everything it's done, and let the colors of these fruits remind you that hope still lives inside you, bright, strong, and ready to grow again. There comes a point in every recovery when you stop counting the days since your diagnosis and start noticing the days when you finally feel a little lighter. It might happen quietly, when you wake up without that sharp pain, or when you laugh without feeling guilty for being happy again. Healing doesn't arrive all at once. It shows up in moments, in colors, in sensations that you once thought you had lost. You start realizing that life is slowly coming back, one breath, one bite, one choice at a time. We've talked about 6 incredible fruits already, each one with its own strength, each one helping a different part of your body to find balance again. Blueberries protecting your cells, papaya soothing your digestion, apples cleansing your system, pineapple repairing your tissues, oranges bringing energy, pomegranate balancing your hormones and your heart. Each fruit a quiet soldier in your recovery. But there is one more waiting to be discovered. A fruit that completes this story like a final note in a song. That fruit is the grape. At first glance, grapes may seem too common to matter. They're small, easy to snack on, and often overlooked beside flashier fruits. But inside, each grape lies one of the most protective natural compounds ever found, something that strengthens the body. From the inside out, especially for women healing from breast cancer, grapes support your heart, your blood circulation, and even your cells' ability to communicate with each other. They protect your DNA, calm inflammation, and help your blood carry oxygen more efficiently, all of which are crucial when your body is still recovering from treatment. When doctors began studying grapes, they were surprised by what they found. People who regularly ate red or purple grapes seemed to have lower levels of internal inflammation, better cardiovascular health, and more stable energy. The natural pigment that gives grapes their deep color is also what gives them power. It acts like a shield for your cells, protecting them from stress and aging. For a woman who has faced cancer, this kind of protection is not just physical, it's symbolic. It's a reminder that even something small can hold great strength. There's also something healing in the act of eating grapes. You can eat them slowly, one by one, feeling their freshness in your mouth, their juice cooling your tongue. They bring comfort to dry lips and tired throats, especially during or after chemotherapy, when your mouth often feels dry and sore. Cold grapes can soothe without effort. They're soft, refreshing, and kind. That's what your body needs most, kindness. You can choose red, purple, or black grapes. The darker the color, the stronger their natural compounds. They're also one of the easiest fruits to add to your daily routine. You can eat them as a snack, mix them into a salad, or freeze them for a refreshing treat on hot days. Small changes like this can make your day feel more vibrant, and your body will thank you in ways you can actually feel. Clearer skin, calmer digestion, fewer headaches, better sleep. And now that we've reached the end of our list, let's take a moment to look at the big picture. These 7 fruits together, blueberries, papaya, apple, pineapple, orange, pomegranate, and grape, form a simple, natural rhythm of recovery. They help your body detox gently, protect your cells, reduce inflammation, and restore balance. But more than that, they bring color and life back to your routine. When you start seeing your plate as part of your healing process, something changes inside you. Food stops being fear. It becomes care. I often tell people that the body doesn't heal from information. It heals from consistency. Knowing what to eat is only the first step. Doing it every day, with intention, with love, is what makes the real difference. You don't need to eat all 7 fruits every single day. Just make sure your week is filled with their colors. A few blueberries in the morning, a slice of papaya after lunch, an apple for a snack, pineapple with dinner, orange juice for breakfast, pomegranate seeds in the evening, grapes when you need something sweet. That's not a diet. That's a lifestyle of kindness. And here's something most doctors don't explain clearly. Healing isn't just about the body getting stronger. It's about your nervous system learning safety again. When you live with fear for too long, fear of the next scan, fear of recurrence, fear of not being enough, your body stays tense. That tension blocks healing. These small daily rituals, preparing a fruit bowl, sitting quietly while you eat, taking a deep breath before the first bite, help your body understand that it's safe now. And safety is what allows healing to continue. If you've ever found yourself feeling like you're doing everything but still not improving fast enough, take a moment right now and write in the comments, "I'm learning to be patient," because that phrase alone carries power. It reminds you, and every woman reading, that healing is not a race. It's a slow dance between the body and the heart, and patience is what ties them together. There's another thing about grapes that touches me deeply. They grow in clusters, never alone. And maybe that's nature's way of reminding us that we're not meant to heal alone either. Just like grapes on a vine, we need connection. People who understand, who listen, who remind us of our strength on the days we forget it. That's what this community is for. Each story shared, each comment written, becomes another link in that vine of support. So when you write, when you like, when you share, you're not just engaging with a video. You're building a circle of healing. When you look at your kitchen counter from now on, I hope you see more than just food. I hope you see color, life, and quiet strength. Each fruit carries a story. Blueberries whisper resilience. Papaya brings peace. Apples restore balance. Pineapple gives relief. Oranges light the day. Pomegranate renews confidence. Grapes connect it all together, wrapping your body in protection and calm. This is nature's medicine, gentle, loving, and accessible to everyone. You don't have to spend more money or follow complicated plans. You just have to return to what's real. Real food, real care, real connection with your body. And there's something you might notice as you begin to eat this way. Your taste changes. Your cravings shift. The more you nourish your body with natural foods, the less you crave what harms you. That's not willpower. That's wisdom. Your body starts to remember what feeling alive truly feels like. The fog in your mind lifts. Your sleep deepens. Your mood softens. It's not magic. It's the result of giving your body exactly what it's been asking for. Sometimes healing isn't about adding more supplements or searching for secret formulas. Sometimes it's about trusting the simplicity of what's already in your hands. You've faced something enormous, something that tried to take away your control. But here, in these everyday choices, you get to take some of that control back. That apple, that orange, that handful of grapes, they're not just food. They're your way of saying, "I'm still here. I'm still choosing life." If this message touches your heart, consider giving this video a like. Not as a routine click, but as a way to tell the algorithm and the world that this topic matters. It helps this message reach other women who are in the quiet moments of recovery, searching for direction, just like you once did. And if you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel. Because here, you are never alone. Every week we talk about things that truly matter. How to live better, sleep deeper, eat smarter, and feel safe again after breast cancer. This isn't just a channel. It's a family of women and families learning to care for themselves in gentle, real ways. Subscribe, and let's keep walking this path of healing together. There's something I always say to women in recovery. Your body is not your enemy. It's your teammate. It's been fighting for you even when you didn't notice. These fruits, these gifts from nature, are not cures, but they are allies. They help your body continue that fight with more balance, more peace, and more strength. So tomorrow morning, when you look at your breakfast table, take a moment to pause. Add color to your plate. Add life. Whether it's the deep blue of blueberries, the golden glow of papaya, the brightness of orange, or the sparkle of pomegranate, every color you choose tells your body, "I'm giving you what you need." Healing isn't found in one big step. It's hidden in the small, quiet choices that you repeat every day. Choosing water over soda, choosing fruit over fear, choosing patience over pressure. That's where your strength lives now. Not in perfection, but in persistence. And as we prepare to close this journey in the next part, I want you to remember something important. You have already come farther than you think. You've learned, you've endured, you've changed. You've found hope again in the simplest things. A walk, a laugh, a bowl of fruit. The final part of this story will show you how to turn all of this into a lasting lifestyle. One that supports your health, your mind, and your joy for years to come. For now, breathe deeply, let your heart rest, and maybe reach for a few grapes. Taste their sweetness, feel their freshness, and let that simple moment remind you, healing is still happening, quietly, beautifully, inside you. There comes a point in every healing journey when the body starts whispering instead of crying. The pain softens, the nights feel a little shorter, and you catch yourself smiling at something simple. The sound of the wind, the warmth of the morning sun, the smell of fresh fruit on the table. That's when you know healing has begun to sink deeper. It's no longer just about surviving. It's about learning how to live again. Gently, slowly, but with purpose. You've come so far already. You've walked through fear, through exhaustion, through moments when you doubted everything, even your own strength. But here you are. You've learned that the body is wise, that small choices matter, and that nature has been offering you help all along. The 7 fruits we've talked about are more than food. They are lessons, each one teaching you something about your own recovery. Blueberries taught you about protection, that your cells can rebuild, quietly when given the right care. Papaya taught you softness, that digestion and healing need patience, not pressure. Apples showed you cleansing, that your body knows how to release what no longer serves you. Pineapple reminded you of repair, that swelling and tension can ease over time. Oranges gave you light, that energy can return, and mornings can feel alive again. Pomegranate taught balance, that your heart and hormones can find peace after chaos. And grapes brought connection, that healing is never meant to be done alone. Now, let's talk about how to make all this part of your daily life, because information alone doesn't heal. Consistency does. You don't need a strict plan or expensive recipes. You need rhythm, care, and awareness. Healing happens in rhythm. The rhythm of meals, of breathing, of resting, of gratitude. These fruits can become your rhythm too. Simple touches of color that remind your body it's still alive and worth caring for. Start your morning with something bright. You can mix orange slices with a few blueberries. The sunlight and the calm together. Drink a glass of water right after. That single act wakes up your system in the most natural way. For lunch, add papaya or pineapple. They'll help your digestion, keeping you light and comfortable. In the afternoon, keep an apple nearby. Its fiber will steady your energy so you don't crash. And when the evening comes, add pomegranate seeds or a few grapes to your dinner or dessert. They'll help your heart relax and your sleep deepen. See how simple it is? You're not following a diet. You're creating moments of care. And as you eat, do one more thing. Slow down. Taste the fruit. Feel the texture, the color, the scent. Healing is not only chemical, it's emotional. When you eat in peace, your nervous system calms, your digestion improves, and your body absorbs more of what it needs. That's something science is only beginning to understand, but your heart already knows. The body heals best when it feels safe, and safety begins in moments like these, sitting at your table, tasting something that feels alive. But let's talk about the part no one likes to mention, the fear. Even when the tests are clear and the doctors say you're fine, that shadow of worry never disappears completely. It lives quietly in the back of your mind. You might wake up some mornings and wonder if the pain you feel means something bad. You might avoid certain foods or overthink every choice, afraid of making a mistake. That fear is normal. It's part of recovery, but it shouldn't control you. Every time you choose something natural and good for your body, like these fruits, you're not just feeding yourself. You're sending your fear a message. You're saying, I'm doing my part. I'm caring for myself. And that message is powerful. It turns fear into strength. It replaces guilt with trust. You can't control everything, but you can choose how you care for yourself each day. And those choices, repeated with love, become your protection, not against fate, but against despair. If you've ever felt that silent fear of recurrence, write in the comments, "I feel that too." Because you're not alone. Thousands of women feel the same. And sometimes, reading that someone else feels it too helps you breathe a little easier. Your comment can become a light for another woman who is reading silently, trying to find courage again. There's also something very healing about community. The same way grapes grow in clusters, healing grows in connection. When you share your story, when you talk about your small victories, when you tell someone that you found strength again through something simple like food, you become part of another woman's hope. And that's how healing expands. It doesn't end with you, it passes through you to someone else. Maybe right now you're thinking, "This sounds beautiful, but I'm still tired. I still can't do everything I used to." And that's okay. You don't have to. Healing isn't about going back to who you were. It's about becoming someone new, someone softer, stronger, more in tune with what truly matters. Every fruit you eat, every moment you rest, every deep breath you take is part of that transformation. When you bring these 7 fruits into your life, don't treat them like a checklist. Treat them like friends. Let them remind you of what you need that day. If you wake up anxious, choose orange for calm energy. If your stomach feels heavy, papaya or pineapple can help. If you feel tired, apple and grape can lift you. If your mind feels clouded, blueberries and pomegranate bring clarity and balance. Trust your body. It knows what it needs when you listen. I've seen women rediscover themselves through these small acts. One started making fruit bowls every Sunday morning for her family. She said it became her ritual of gratitude, her way of saying, "I'm still here." Another began walking in the park with an apple in her hand instead of her phone. She told me that the smell of grass and the crunch of the apple together made her feel alive again. Healing is hidden in these small stories. It's not in the big medical words. It's in the quiet moments of choosing life again and again. If this message brings you peace, take a moment to like and share this video. It might seem small, but it helps this message reach more women who are sitting in silence, searching for hope that feels real. Sometimes one simple click sends comfort further than you'll ever know. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to this channel. Here, you'll never walk this path alone. Every week, we share stories and explanations that make your journey easier, your nights calmer, and your choices clearer. Subscribe and join this community that believes in care, truth, and compassion. Because here, we don't just talk about surviving, we talk about living again. Before we close, I want to remind you of something important. Healing isn't linear. Some days you'll feel strong, others you'll feel broken. Some mornings you'll eat your fruits with joy, and other mornings you'll stare at them without appetite. That's okay. What matters is that you keep showing up for yourself, even when you don't feel like it, even when you're tired. Because every time you do, you're telling your body, "I haven't given up on you," and your body listens. The truth is, these 7 fruits are only symbols of something bigger, of love, patience, and faith in life's natural rhythm. When you choose them, you're not just eating better, you're living better. You're saying yes to health, yes to calm, yes to hope. And that's the kind of strength that no illness can take away. So as this video ends, take one last deep breath. Think of your body, not as something broken, but as something rebuilding, stronger and wiser than before. Look at the fruits around you, their colors, their textures, their scents. They're all messages from nature saying, you are part of this beauty too. You don't have to chase perfection. You just have to keep choosing care. One fruit at a time, one breath at a time, one day at a time. Because healing is not about going back. It's about moving forward, gently, confidently, and with love.